Phil Egger here from the Hit Locker and the Home Hit Project. Today I want to put together a video teaching you the fundamentals of how to do a push-up properly and what you need to avoid. Okay, so what I always say is ass down, face up, right? So what I mean by that is whenever I first teach someone how to do a push-up, this is the first thing they do. You put sticks up in the air like this and they're looking towards their toes with their eyes, which is completely wrong because then you're going to be using more shoulders than you are chest. We want to work the chest muscles when doing the push-up. Alright, so on the tiptoes, push the ass down, face up, right? So now we're in a perfect plank position. If you see from my shoulders as you're looking at me side on, right down to my heels, it should be more or less a straight line, right? And all we're doing from here is nothing else bends, nothing else moves apart from the elbows. Okay, so bend the elbows, let them bend, let your body over to the ground. Your chin should be about an inch from the ground on your chest, and then you just drive back up again. Now, if you can only go down a couple of inches, drive back up, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so just go down as far as you can. Ideally, you want to get right down to the ground so that you're almost touching the ground with your chest and your chin, and then drive back up. So that's how you do a full push-up. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 different variations here of a push-up. So if you can't do a full push-up like this, I'm going to give you easier variations and then one more difficult variation at the end. Okay, so the easiest variation of a push-up is a wall push-up. Alright, so our hands are on the wall, about halfway up the torso, about halfway up the torso height. Feet are about a metre and a half from the wall, and we're on the tiptoes. Okay, again, when I push our butt out like this, perfect straight line from the shoulders down to the heels. I'm just bending the elbows. When the nose is about an inch from the wall, then we push ourselves back up again. Okay? Nose an inch from the wall, push. Nose an inch from the wall, push. That's the easiest variation of a push-up. Okay? Now make sure your body's in a straight line from the shoulders down to the heels if somebody's looking at you. Side on. The next difficulty level up would be an elevated push-up. Okay? So I'm going to use this dumbbell rack. You would be using the likes of the back of a sofa or a kitchen worktop. The perfect height for this, okay? So same again, on the tiptoes, the butt's not sticking out like this, nice straight line, alright? Chin up, and we're at bending the elbows until the chest is about an inch off the chair or the worktop, and we're pushing back up again. Right down, back up, right down, back up, okay? So that's number 2. The next one is going to be a half push-up, and that's on the ground, okay? So we're on the ground, on the knees, right? Now, this is where most people get this wrong. What they do is, they're on all fours like this, and they're bending the elbows down, bending the elbows down. No. Okay, so we want to keep the knees, I cross my feet behind me as well. So not ass down, face up, remember? So we're a perfect straight line from the shoulders to the knees. Keeping the chin up, bending the elbows, nothing else moves, just bend the elbows. Once the chest and the chin get about an inch from the ground, we push back up again. Ass down, face up. Always remember that. Alright, so that's the 3rd one. 4th one is a full proper push-up, which I've already shown you. So we're on hands, ass isn't sticking in the air, ass down, face up, perfect plank position, on the hands, bending the elbows. Once the chest and the chin gets an inch from the ground, push back up again. And then the next one, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult, is a foot elevated push-up. Okay? So we're going to use this bench. You would use a chair, anything at all you've got at home. A chair or a sofa is probably the most convenient thing you can use. So what we're going to do is put our foot on the chair or the bench, whatever you have. And then we're going to go down up. So same again, butt isn't sticking up in the air, ass down, face up, right down to the ground, chin about an inch from the ground. Push back up again. The only thing that bends, that moves, are my elbows. So there you go. Now what I would do is, if you're new to exercise, if you're new to push-ups, start off with a wall push-up. See how difficult that is. If it's fairly easy, move on to the worktop push-up in your kitchen. If that's fairly easy, move on to the half push-ups on the floor. Then on to the full push-ups. Then on to the feet elevated push-ups after that. You want to be doing about 10 to 12 push-ups each time. I would rest between 40 seconds to 60 seconds in between each set of push-ups. And once you can do 4 or 5 sets of 10 to 12 with 40 to 60 second rests in between, then move up to the more difficult stage. Hope that helps you. Thanks for watching.